I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. You know what, y'all? I mean, really, the goodness of God is overwhelming if you think about it. I mean, really, really think about it. Even when your circumstance doesn't look so bright, even when you're going through something that's causing you discomfort, pain, even in that, God's goodness is actually overwhelming. Because don't forget while you're going through this moment, first of all, this too shall pass. But also, secondly, remember, man, ain't everything else that you've gone through that seemed so insurmountable at the time, didn't you get past that too? I mean, it's amazing if you really think about it. You don't get stuck on any one issue your whole life. The only people that get stuck on an issue their whole life is people who won't let it go. That's really all it is. There are people who exist, and you may be one of them. Oh, please know I've been guilty of it myself before. But I learned something. There are things in my past that I just would not let go of. It was done. It was over with. I was past it. But I would not let go of it. It was over. The dude that did it to me didn't exist no more. The problem that it created didn't exist no more. The only problem that kept hanging on was I would not let it go. And man, you can't go forward if you're going to keep looking in the past. It's an impossible thing. It's like driving a car. If you keep looking only in the rearview mirror while you're driving, you're going to crash pretty soon. And a lot of people just keep crashing over and over and over and over because you won't drive your car. You keep looking in the rearview mirror at the past. Oh, woe is me. Oh, they did me like that. I ain't been the same since he cheated on me. Oh, man, ever since she stole my money, I ain't been the same. Man, she played me, and ever since that, I done treated women differently. You may have some deeper stuff going on, but eventually, guess what? Do you understand that when you have a relationship with God, you can take that to him too and drop it off and leave it there? Do you know that he can fix and heal that? Maybe it's something serious like that you need fixing or healing from. A relationship with God can fix and heal that. But man, come on, y'all, whatever it is, and I'm not trying to downplay it or make it act like it wasn't traumatic in your life because, oh God, you don't want to, you don't want nobody to do that to you because you want to be the poster child for misery. So please don't let me take that from you. If that's your position, that's your Hall of Fame card you hanging on to. I'm the poster child for misery. Oh, no one is more woe than me. Then please don't let Steve try to take that from you. You go ahead and hang on to that. But let me tell you something, though. If that's what you're going to hang on to, that's what you're going to always be, the poster child for misery. At one point in time, you're going to have to get on and move past it. Sometimes, man, it's merely a simple thing of taking it to God and leaving it there. Some people don't have money for therapy. Some people don't even know who to call for therapy. God is the best psychologist in the world. He can fix it for you. There is nothing too hard for God. When something seems impossible, y'all, God does the impossible all the time, every day. You want to know how I know? I just look at a couple basic things. Do you know that sun comes up every day in the morning? It comes up in the east and it sets in the west. You can't do nothing about that. Or you can wish, because you planted your flowers on a certain side of your house, you can wish all you want that maybe one day he would bring it up out the northwest so those flowers would no, it's going to come up out the east. And once the sun hits the horizon, when you look in the water, like if you ever out in L.A. and you see the sun going down, once you can visually see the sun touching the horizon, you have 3 minutes. You have exactly 3 minutes. You can sit there with your watch, you can time. You have 3 minutes and it's gone. 3 minutes is gone. I read that somewhere and then I went and tried it. it's gone. Every day, if it's clear enough, not cloudy, once the sun touches the horizon on water, you got 3 minutes. When the wind blows, you can't do nothing about it. He can bring it from the northeast, he can bring it from the west, he can bring it from the south, he can bring it hard, he can bring it cool, he can bring it hot. It's certain things that God does the impossible all the time. How those stars sitting up there, how can you find these constellations, the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, Orion the Hunter? Oh, that's God. That's God. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't reach them stars. You can't shoot at them. You can't move them out the way. Orion the Hunter's belt is going to beat them 3 stars at an angle. You can call it what you want to call it. It's still, that's what it is. See, he does the impossible all the time. He created heaven and earth. You're saying that God can't get you through your past. Somebody did this to me. It's the worst thing. I had the worst childhood of anybody. God can't get you past that. He can move heaven, mountains, earth. He can form the Grand Canyon. He can make the water come over Niagara Falls 24/7. He can't fix your little bitty past, yours. It's amazing how people make their problems bigger than God. Somebody told me one time, stop telling God how big your problems are and start telling your problems how big God is. And go on with your life. Quit driving your car looking in the rearview mirror. Ain't nothing back there but your past. And if it was hurtful or painful or something you just felt like you can't get over, take your problems to God and leave them there. You hear the old spiritual, all you've heard it. Take your burdens to the Lord, leave them there. You hear it all the time. But you think that applies to everyone but you? Come on, man. There are a lot of people out there going through much worse than you have and have overcome it all. Why won't you take the step to overcome your past so you can get on with driving your car and see where God's trying to take you? But it's a trick of the enemy. The enemy tricks you from seeing your future by having you constantly looking in your past. Man, it's a trick of the devil. If the devil just let you quit, if he would just let you get to driving your car and look out into your future shows hopefulness. You have hope when you see the future. But he can keep you in misery if he keep you looking at your miserable past. God looking for you, man. God would love to hear from you. Let's spend some time talking to God today. Hey, God, what's happening? It's me. I know I ain't talked to you in a while, but I feel bad about that, but I need you. He know that. Everybody should say that prayer all the time. It's cool, all right?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is upon us another blessed and great day. Lord have mercy, man. Hey, God, I sure appreciate you waking me up this morning, man. You can tell in my voice, I'm glad about it. I appreciate everything you do for me, all the little things. I thank you for every breath I take. I thank you for every move I make. I thank you for every step I take. Man, all and only because of you. I am who I am, but by the grace of God. Boy, that's my testimony today. That's how I feel like starting this show off this morning. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, Junior Kill Space, the legend nephew Tommy. This Steve Harvey Moore. What, hey, Junior?
Can you come down here and put your Mentoring hat on? I need a Mentoring hat for a second.
All right, what you got?
Come down here to my life. Just ask you something, man. I'm in a situation. I don't want to tell you exactly what it is, but
I'll figure it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Talk about losses, man. How do you view losses? Every loss can't be a loss. It's got to be something. But I feel like I may be losing in the situation, and is it dependent upon perspective?
Now, what type of loss? If you're talking about loss of a loved one, or just a loss in life or failure?
Failure. In terms of failure.
In terms of failing, losing is part of the game. In order to understand truly how to win, you must have been defeated. See, if all you did was win, what would you know? So when life does what it does to all of us, which entails a number of things, the ebb and flows of life, the ups and downs, when you in the down moment is when you learn how to get up. You got to fall to learn how to stand up. You got to crawl before you walk. You need the lulls to teach you how to survive them and how to, when you get up, to appreciate. And then once you've lost before, you now gain the experience for the next time those ebb and flows of life come your way. You have experience with dealing with them. And it doesn't make it, you just get better at handling the losses. The losses are a part of the process. Losses and failures are part of becoming successful. Those who don't want to lose or fail should go somewhere and try not to try.
Try not to
in the attempt is going.
Don't even go nowhere and try.
Go sit down and try not to try.
Don't
because
do nothing.
if you try it, you are going to suffer a loss and you are going to fail. I go to my favorite thing. Michael Jordan took 900-some game-winning shots. Michael Jordan only made 100-some of them. He's the greatest basketball player ever lived. Tell me what you're talking about. A baseball player gets paid tens of millions of dollars a year to go up to the plate and become successful 3 out of 10 times. He only gets 3 hits out of 10 attempts at the bat. He batting 300. You bat 300, baby, in life, your ass can make tens of millions of dollars. The losses are part of the process. All the jokes you write ain't gonna be funny, thus making the ones who do a lot more important. Thank you very much.
All right.
Man.
Thank you for that life lesson.
Well, man.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, the nephew is on deck with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time to start your morning off with the nephew and Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
We are headed to the club because it is time for Chopper's funeral. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to reach James.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, this is Gerald. I was a friend of your friend Chopper.
Yeah, huh?
And Chopper just passed away last week, right?
Yeah, he did.
I know they supposed to have a funeral and stuff over at Mount Baptist Church. And I don't really know you, but me and Chopper and a bunch of the rest of us, man, we used to hang out at the club not too far from the house. You know, that's pretty much where Chopper was all the time at the club. Anyway, what bunch of us was over at the club talking, man, and we was really want to reach out to one of the family members, you know, and then somebody said you was, you know, kind of a good friend of his. And well, we decided to call you and see if you didn't mind. Do you think that you can talk to some of the family members and see if they don't mind having the funeral at the club?
At the club?
See what let me try to explain something to you, James. What we're trying to do is see. We believe that
you said at the club. Come on, the club. There's a funeral. What?
That's what I understand it. But see, Chopper ain't really go to church a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really go long as I've been knowing him. Now he loved the Lord and stuff like that.
Yeah. But these are church going folks. They want a funeral.
But I understand. But see, Chopper wouldn't. Chopper went to the club. So what I'm asking you is, let's have the funeral at the club.
Hell no, bruh. Come on. We can't have no funeral at no club, man. Come on. No. What I'm saying is, dog, is that he wasn't really no church going person. I believe that a person the last words ought to be said over him in a place he's more familiar with. You know what I'm saying? Player. No, I don't know what you mean, player. No, this got to be a funeral. This is church folk. I go to church and all my folks go to church. No, we got to do this thing up in church. This is a church thing.
But do you understand where I'm coming from? No, that a man ought to go on and the last words ought to be in a place he more familiar with. Now, if he went to church, then I understand that. You see what I'm saying?
No, bruh. Hell no. See, this is a chance to get himself right. We're gonna have him up in church in front of everybody. You know, that don't make sense. Who's this again? I mean, who are you?
My name's Gerald.
But who is Gerald? I mean, how do you relate to this? Are you a preacher or are you? What are you?
No. I was friends with Chopper, and see, I hung out at the club and still hang out there with a whole bunch of us. You know, was real good friends with Chopper, and we was saying that, you know,
Chopper's, the last words about Chopper ought to be said at the club, because, see, that's what Chopper was. But 5-6 days a week, that's what Chopper was.
Yeah, but what church are you affiliated with? I mean, why the hell would I try to talk to the family, make me look stupid in front of the family, telling them to put the thing in a club? How the that gonna go off?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You know them way more than we do, because,
Yeah,
see, they...
You talking about trying to move from a damn funeral at a church to a damn nightclub or a strip club or something.
No, it's not no strip club, it's just a nightclub.
It's the same thing, ain't it? I mean, you talking about having folks travel from across the country and meeting in the damn club. What kind of is that?
But that's what Chopper was. That's what Chopper was.
How the I'm going to look if I'm the one telling them to move this to the damn club?
You're going to look like somebody that's trying to...
I'm going to look like a fool.
No, you're not. You're going to look like somebody that's trying to keep it real.
I can't even come to the damn funeral if I was to do some like that.
Okay, let me ask you this here then. Do you think you can maybe get the body and bring it over to the club?
No, hell no.
Well, I'm just saying, before they even do the funeral or whatever.
Oh, hell no. I ain't touching scared to walk in the dog by myself. What the I'm going to touch the body for? Hell no.
We just trying to say our last words at Chopper, man, in a place that Chopper most...
No, hell no. Again, who the are you? How the you get my number?
Somebody at the club had your number, said you was friends.
Why the y'all call me, of all folk? Why the y'all call me?
They say you good, you in with the family and you can talk.
I am in with the family, but I ain't in the family make me look stupid. Hell no. Won't y'all, I give y'all the number to the family. Y'all call the family. Y'all tell them that yourself.
Man, I just trying to get you to bring the body by, man, and let us.
No, I ain't touching no dead body.
We just want to have one last drink with Chopper, man.
You have one with your boys and you get together with them and y'all talk about him and let them know how Chopper was, what kind of person he was, what kind of person he is.
We want Chopper to be there. This is Chopper you talking about, man.
Y'all bring y'all to the church. Y'all need to be up in the church.
We want to have Chopper at the club where we know.
Come on, man. Y'all full of
where we
y'all
know.
Y'all ain't gonna my up and have my looking like a fool at a damn funeral.
But that's about Chopper, though.
And damn right it's about Chopper.
You bring Chopper to that club.
Y'all tripping, man. I ain't doing I'm just going to this funeral. I'm going to tell the family what I think about Chopper, and I'm moving on. If y'all want to act crazy in front of the family, y'all call the family yourself and do that.
Look, I got one more thing I want to say.
I don't even know your... What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy...
Oh, you tripping. What?
This Nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your boy told me to prank you.
Man, y'all full of man. I just know y'all ain't did this.
James, this is Nephew Tommy, man.
No,
your boy.
No, player. Oh, man, I can't believe this. No, he didn't. I can't even believe he did that.
Hey, man, I got one more thing to ask you, man.
Oh,
What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm through with it.
You ought to be. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, comedian and rapper T.I. went off on comedian Lauren Knight after she made a joke about his sexual assault allegations. And in other entertainment news, Jada Pinkett Smith reportedly wishes her husband Will didn't slap Chris Rock. What? Plus, Kourtney
now
Kardashian.
You ain't got his back? What is this?
I know. Plus, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker are married. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This one's from Zoe in Louisiana. Zoe writes, my mother has been married to my stepfather for 7 years, but I caught her and my biological father in the shower Sunday night. I stopped by her house after she told me she wasn't feeling well. I walked in the bathroom, but they didn't see me, so I bolted out of the house. Should I tell them what I saw or not? That is the question.
Well, I don't think you should. I mean, you saw it. what business is it of yours? I'm just trying to figure it out. What is this your mama? Your mama been married to your stepdaddy for 7 years. You walked in there and you saw her in the shower with your daddy. They done that before.
Mama, yeah. Just catching up, that's all. Just catching up.
That's what?
But what would she say, though, to them?
It's nothing you can't. Mom, I saw you in there with daddy. And
Yeah, what could
how that sound?
Right. Got nothing to do with you.
she
The
can't
fact that
unsee
ain't
it,
her
though.
husband right now, that ain't none of your business.
Yeah.
See, this is life. All this what you ain't gonna ever do. I remember one time my brothers was talking to me. I was about 9, 10 years old. And I heard him and my two big brothers talking about girls and what they was doing. And I said out loud, I never do that with a girl.
Been doing
They
it,
looked at
ain't
me and said, if you don't shut your dumb ass up.
You don't know
He
what
said,
you're
boy,
gonna do.
you ain't even had a girl yet. When you get a girl, boy, tell them you ain't finna do this with no girl. Boy, I can't even tell you what they told me, but it turned out to be so true.
Okay.
All right. Karma in Oxford writes, my boyfriend is on a health kick and always on my case about eating junk food. I saw a Kroger receipt in his car, and he had bought a Snicker and a Coke. I jokingly told him that I found the receipt, and he got mad and said I can't be trusted because I went through his personal belongings. Was it really that serious?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no, that ain't serious. And what he tripping for? Is he that big of a liar where he want to maintain that he eat healthy all the time? Let me tell you something. I don't know a living soul that eats perfectly healthy all the time.
No.
Right.
It's hard to turn down a Snicker.
I sat down with a vegan, have known this brother to be a vegan for years. His ass was eating chicken wings with me one day.
A vegan? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
dog. And he told me, he said, hey, man, I'm going to try. I ain't had one of them. Man, they smell so good. Dog, I didn't judge you.
Right.
But I thought you was vegan. You are vegan, but all that, dog. Now, I ain't saying vegans is eating meat, because a lot of them ain't. But you eat unhealthy foods. Vegans going to eat some unhealthy stuff. And I got some news for you, too. All vegan food ain't that good for you. Some of the stuff is excessive in a lot of areas. So once you overdo anything, it's bad for you. Do you know you can drink too much water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Shirley.
All right. Moving on to Ella in Kansas. Ella says, I'm a 66-year-old single woman, and I met a man that's my age. But he's a lot to handle in the bedroom. He's on the pills that give you vitality, and he doesn't need any help with that at all.
Yeah. So what's wrong? Go ahead.
Every time I turn around, he's got that thing of his out, pointing it at me.
Yeah.
Please help
Point
me.
it. Point it.
Pow!
Hey, what?
How do I
Point it.
get him to
Fire!
simmer down?
Simmer down.
Yeah. Ella says it's too much.
It's too much. Go. It's Ella. You can stop seeing him. Now there's an other side to that coin. Now, you can be one of these old ass dudes where the pill don't work or don't nothing work, and then y'all just sitting up there knitting,
Front poach.
Like
sitting up there doing stuff he don't even really care for. Making dolls.
making dolls.
Yeah, take this gift. This glorious gift.
You can play the hokey pokey number.
Y'all can, look, you're old, you need some activities. Well, you know what? He ain't for you then. Go on back. You like being single, you're 66. Go ahead.
And he's 66.
He finna get this right, though.
She just wants him to simmer
Lock,
down a little bit.
Load, and fire. Ain't no simmering down.
So that's it? Leave him?
She can't handle him. She want him to simmer down.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, because I got a lot of friends, and I know, had many discussions about these pills.
Okay.
Listen to me. You build up a tolerance. If you keep on, you're gonna build up a tolerance. What used to be one pill gonna have to be 2 pills. And if you're getting a prescription fill, them pills is expensive. Them's $2,000 pills now.
So now you need insurance.
Yeah.
He gonna keep
So
on. He
he'll
gonna
simmer
buy
down on
himself
his
out
own.
there. No, he gonna mess around. He gonna buy himself out the situation.
That's an expensive
Gonna
habit.
price his ass right on out.
Oh, okay. See what you're
All
saying.
right. All right.
He
Hang
got
on
it
in there,
out.
Ella. Hang on in there, Ella.
Man.
He got it out.
All right.
Pop-ting! Boy,
Every
right
time
here,
she
every
turns
time you
around.
turn around.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Chandricia in Lexington says, I'm 27 years old and I'm dating a man that just got married. He was a single dad when we met and he never told me he was getting married. The wife moved in with him and he introduced me as the babysitter. I love his kid and I think I can remain professional and keep the job. Should I quit or stay?
Girl, it's no way you gonna be able to keep this up. You think that woman is a fool? You think she ain't gonna know? You think the dude you dating is that brilliant? His dumb ass talking about you the babysitter. What? What? The babysitter. She gonna get tired of looking at the babysitter look like you. You gonna get tired of being the babysitter. He gonna leave something somewhere. This is a disaster waiting to happen.
The kid gonna say something.
Uh-huh.
Mama, when you ain't here, Daddy be coming back home. They be in the bedroom.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we got some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, so T.I. went off after comedian Lauren Knight made a joke about his sexual assault allegations. Lauren said that she clapped back because T.I. heckled her over and over. Take a listen to T.I. first, and then take a listen to Lauren's explanation.
Evidence, because there was no crime. There is nothing to charge me for. Or no, shut the up for a second. Hey, listen. No.
I stand on what I said. If you're a comedian, anything's up for jokes. Talk about me all day. And I've been laughing at some of it. Nothing's off limits. Nobody's special. And please don't walk up on me again. I'm mad dangerous. This is not rap beef. I am not Lil Flip. I ain't got no problem with T.I.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay. What's going on in the comedy world? And I ain't heard
Lil Flip in a long time. Lil Flip.
Everybody's so sensitive.
A little tense out there. Real tense.
What's happening, comedians?
What's going on, King of Comedy?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
here's my take on it right here. I did understand that T.I. was heckling the girl.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's not even.
That's what she said. Yeah.
That's not what we do in comedy.
Don't do
I've
it to each
never in my entire career been heckled by a comedian that was sitting in the audience. I've never had a comedian heckle me.
Well, he's new to the game, T.I.
But
is.
but you can't bring that element to the game because we really don't do beef. Very, very now and then you'll see two comedians going at it, but we very rarely ever do beef. This ain't rap. We can't do that. Secondly, to go up on the stage, snatch the mic from the girl, all this here, that's just
Tell her
not
to
how it's
shut the
done,
blank
man.
up.
You know, the girl on stage, you done got up out your seat. You going back and forth with her. And I could tell by the reaction of the audience, this was a very uncool moment. There was no laughs going back and forth.
Yeah,
and so I just
serious.
think it was an uncool ass moment, a really, really uncool ass moment for comedy.
Yeah, it's coming. It's going to
You
be
know.
some
Now,
ass
is
whoopings
it-
and repercussions right here. I see it coming.
Is it true what she said? Nothing's off limits. I heard you, nephew.
I
Nothing's
mean,
off limits. You're
I've-
not special. Is that true what she said as a comedian, Steve, guys?
It depends on the comedian. There are comedians, Sam Kinison, nothing was off limits.
Nothing.
Including the Lord God Almighty. I mean, there's some cats that do believe that whatever they do is right. There are limitations for me,
You have a line. Tommy, you got a line? You guys do y'all have lines?
always.
Oh, I have a line. Yeah. I mean,
My line is the edge of that stage, and you better not walk your ass up on it. That's where my line is. Do not walk up on me.
Okay. I just meant in your routine. I didn't
Yes.
know physically.
That's what
I'm sorry.
You can't talk to
Not a
anger
Will Smith
management.
moment.
You can't talk to I am. That's Will I Am on our show. Will I Am anger management. No, you know what?
But-
Like,
I mean,
I
guess-
think he was out of line on this one. He really was. He was out of line on this one. You may
And I
not have
guess-
liked what the girl said.
Right. And is it changing? Is it starting to change?
Of course it's changing.
Everybody's so sensitive.
Political correctness has changed comedy forever.
Period.
Now is you can't talk about nothing I don't want you to talk about. So that's what it's about.
I see.
Yeah.
But
Before
the number one thing that never got bridged, comedians always respected the art form of each other. If that's what you're going to talk about, that's on you. I've had to pull comedians off stage, behind the stage, and say, hey, look, if you continue down that line of joking, me and you can't work together.
So their content, you've tried to give them a warning about.
Because
the
if
subject
I'm the headliner and you on my show and you out there in front of me doing some stuff that's not, and I mean real vile, I'll come and speak to you and give you a chance to fix it. But if you tell me this is how I work, then you won't be working with me no more.
Because when you get out there, the audience is mad as hell.
Dog.
They don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
I've had an audience tell me, I'm talking about when I was major. I'm talking about after the Kings of Comedy, still selling out arenas. Steve, if you wasn't coming out here next, we'd have went home.
Okay. All right.
changes the mood and everything.
Yeah. We
energy.
come
the
to
whole
laugh
room,
and
the
have
whole
a
room
good
can go
time.
completely flat.
Absolutely.
Oh,
All right, let's get to this next story. Jada Pinkett Smith, if you guys haven't heard, Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't think it was necessary for Will to get physical in order to defend her at the Oscars. And she says they're both in agreement that Will overreacted. Now, this is according to US Weekly. A source told the magazine she is not one of those women who needs protecting, talking about Jada now. He didn't need to do what he did. She didn't need protecting. She's not a wallflower, the source continued. She's a strong woman, an opinionated woman, and she can fight her own battles, but she will stand by him. Excuse me?
After all of
that,
this?
now you gonna stand by?
Girl. Okay.
Stand by
I'm
your
done.
Oh, Jada.
I don't need protecting. I'm a strong woman. I'm not a wallflower.
I'm an opinionated woman.
I'm an opinion. But at the Oscars, none of that was on display. All I saw was the delicate wallflower with an expression on her face that says, I need and want somebody to do something for me. That's what it said there.
That's
And
what
when it
he
came on
read.
stage, all the lights, because he was laughing at first till he looked over there and saw that
So
look.
her feelings were hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Coming up
Thank
in
you,
20
Marjorie.
minutes,
Thank you.
coming up, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and we'll talk about Paula Patton frying chicken right after this. What?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Actress Paula Patton recently shared her mom's fried chicken recipe on Instagram. Oh, Lord. And in case you missed it in the video, Paula makes a couple of questionable moves. First of all, she didn't wash the chicken long enough. Then she put the unseasoned chicken in the flour, and then she seasoned the chicken while it was frying in the grease.
Wow.
Reaction
Wait a
to
minute,
her
hold up.
video
For
was
real?
so bad.
Wait, for real?
Paula.
Season
all
the
tell
chicken
me
while
I
it was
can't
in the
cook.
grease.
Yes.
You all talk about my cooking.
Shirley, one other
Yes.
bad cook does not release you from being a bad
I've never
cook.
done this.
You've
never done this.
You've never fried chicken.
Really?
Oh,
No, Shirley never
Surely I
fried no
have.
chicken.
All right, now listen to this. Reactions to her video were so bad that Paula had to respond. Take a listen.
I just wanted to respond and say, listen, I get it. It might look crazy. It is the way we do it. My mom taught me. It is my mom's recipe. I do believe in washing the chicken, and maybe the way the video was edited, it looks like I don't wash it long enough, but I definitely do because I feed it to my son. And I fed it to his whole school. That batch I made it for his school. But anyways, it's all good because everybody's got their own way of making things, and I'll take suggestions.
We're going to give you some, Paula.
Okay, hold up. I'm looking at the video right now. Let me ask you a question. The chicken that's on the stove, when did it start frying?
It looked like the grease was
the grease just getting seasoned.
Yeah.
Right. She was cooking
that's
it
the
then.
point.
To me, the grease wasn't hot enough to fry the chicken.
Right. I promise you it ain't. As soon as you drop that chicken in, you got to damn near get back.
Yeah. Even I know that.
Well, how many years did Robin eat chicken like this?
I don't know. But you notice she didn't say nothing about the kids at the school. They didn't get back a good report, obviously, because she didn't. Them kids didn't say nothing.
That was her mom's recipe. That's how she does it. So, hey.
Well, Paula, we got to season the chicken before we put it in the flour.
Sound like Paula Patton need to call Paula Dean. That's what it sounds like.
The flour has some seasoning in it.
No.
Some seasoning can even go in the flour, is what I'm saying.
Yes, it can.
Yeah. But
that's the whole concept behind shake and bake. Right. Some seasoning is in the flour.
Yeah, but that's not what had happened right here.
This ain't shake and bake.
Yeah.
He's standing over that grease, sprinkling.
I'm going to tell you right now, don't try that, y'all, what you saw. Don't do that. That's not how you fry chicken.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to check Steve's voicemail, 877-29-STEVE, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now to check Steve's voicemail. If you would like to leave Steve a voicemail, call him, 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE, and you could hear your message on the air with us. All right, Steve, you ready to check your messages? Let's go to Tennessee, and we can hear from Shanita.
Hello, Steve. This is Shanita from Smyrna, Tennessee, calling to let you know I saw your nephew this weekend, and he was great. I think you would be very proud of him. Hope y'all have a wonderful week. Enjoy listening. Bye-bye.
Uh-oh, Nashville, nephew.
Nice. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Smyrna, Tennessee. Sorry. What'd you do this weekend, dog?
I did Nashville, Tennessee. I did Zany's Comedy Club.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
was it good like she said it was?
Off the chain, Uncle Steve. I'm trying to tell you, your boy's a beast out there, man. I'm not lying to you, man.
I'm going to roll up on you one day now. I keep saying
Please roll up.
Roll up.
You want to open up? You want to open up in
proud.
Charlotte this weekend?
Hey, dog, let me explain something to you. After I open, what is your ass going to do?
I'm going to close.
I'm just okay. All right, I'm just trying to let you know now.
You know, the comedy game has changed, guys.
I don't give a damn what done changed. I'm is who I'm is. Next question, Shirley.
Can't take a joke.
Open.
All right, Nashville. This is from Nashville.
That's an open and close at the same time.
let's hear from Henry from Nashville, Steve.
Hey, Steve. This is Henry from Nashville. Man, your nephew showed out here on April 1st. I mean, this dude imitated you to the fullest, man. He is hilarious. Hey, God bless you, Steve Harvey. You've been a mentor in my life, even though I haven't met you in person. So keep up the good work, you and the crew. Thank you.
All right, Henry, thank you. Once again, a large part, I'm starting to understand what's going on out here with him now. It's killing me. He imitated you to the fullest.
He being your nephew.
That's one way. That's one way to have a good ass show. That's one damn way to have a good ass show. Be me.
All right.
That's good. I'm gonna walk up and catch his ass saying it one time. Walk out there while he doing it.
I wish you would. We've all seen it. I wish you would. He nails it, Steve. All right, this call is from New York City.
Good morning, Steve and the crew. I am calling to say thank you, Steve. Thank you for all you have given to us. I thank God for giving you the talents and gifts that have brought so many of us so much joy and entertainment over the years. I've learned so much from listening to you. And I've been a fan of yours since the beginning of your career. But I love the way that you love on your family, how you help so many people. And I truly believe that you do understand the principle and the old adage that to whom much is given, much is required. I just love you guys, period. But keep on doing what you're doing. And God bless.
In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Amen
Giving
again.
all the credit, glory, and honor to God. I am who I am, but by the grace of God. Let us continue, Shirley.
All right, birthday shout out. Caller with a birthday shout out.
Hey, Steve Harvey. This is Pat Wickham from Macomb, Mississippi. I'm Lonnie Robinson's first cousin. My birthday is April 7th, and I'll be a 72-year-old diva. I really enjoy your inspirational messages in the morning. And sometimes I want to give you a pill because you are really thought of, but I just love it, and I love the laughter that you provide, and may God bless you. I'm Pat Wickham from Macomb, Mississippi, and I'll be 72-year-old diva, April 7th. So wish me a happy birthday. Bye-bye.
What's her name, Miss
Somebody's first cousin, though, from Mississippi.
But who the hell is Lonnie Robinson? See, I wrote that. I couldn't get her name. I know she is 72-year-old diva out of Macomb, Mississippi. So happy birthday to you and everything. But who the hell is Lonnie Robinson?
Her first cousin.
And Lonnie was born before 1970. I'm telling you clear. Lonnie
right,
Cotton and Lonnie Cage, two major criminals from Cleveland. Thank you.
Thank you to our callers. Coming up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call for today, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is Thotting Thursday. Got that? Thotting
I love it.
Thursday. Yes.
I love it.
We'll get into that in just a bit because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff, today?
I'm going to try to be stupid.
That's like breathing.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah, you will succeed.
That's like breathing.
No, well, y'all, hey, let me warn you. Woo! Buckle up. Y'all finna see something. Go ahead, Tom.
I'm going to try to be stupid, okay? Gonna try. Just bear with me. Let me know what you think. But I'm going to give it a shot. Here it is. This right here is surrogate mother. Surrogate mother. That dog, if you would.
Hello? Yeah, Roderick, can I speak to Roderick? Yeah, this is Roderick. Hey, this is Calvin, man. How you doing? I go to the same church y'all go to. Okay. I got your number from one of the guys at the church, man. They told me that if I wanted to talk to you, I could reach out to you or whatever. How you doing today? I'm good, man. I'm good. How can I help? Your wife, man, does she? I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but she seems to be real fit. Does she work out all the time? Yeah, she go to the gym every once in a while, bro. Yeah. Who is this, brother? Like I said, my name's Calvin, man. We go to the same church. Listen, me and my wife been trying for a long time, man, to actually have some kids. And to be honest with you, Roderick, man, it just ain't happening, dog. I mean, we've been trying and trying. But what I'm trying to do now is just find another type of way to make this happen. Now, you say your wife is in good condition, right? My wife is in good condition, brother. What does she got to do with you and your wife trying to have a baby? She, now, y'all already got kids, don't you? Y'all got, like, from what the brother at the church told me, y'all got 3 kids, right? Yeah, we got 3. I got 2 boys and a girl. Okay. Here's what I'm trying to do, man. I was hoping that I could find somebody, a female, that would be a good surrogate mother. A what? You know, what I'm saying is, like, because my wife, I mean, we want to have kids, man. We want to have a family. Hold on, brother. You just said you looking for a surrogate mother, and the brother at church told you to call me? Well, no. Ain't nobody tell me to actually call you. I asked them about you and your wife. I asked them for your phone number so I could actually call you myself, man. Wait a minute. So you've been eyeing my wife? No. I ain't been. See, you looking at it wrong. Listen, what I was saying is that your wife just seems like a healthy person. I want to be able to have a healthy child, man. I really do, man. Me and my wife, we. Listen, you called me about my wife
and you want her to be a surrogate mother for you. I don't even know why we on the phone, brother.
Here's the real deal, man. Me and my wife, we can't have kids. We've tried and tried and tried. And, you know, biologically, we just been going through it, man. And I was just, you know, I've seen your wife. She healthy. I see y'all at church all the time. And I was just, like, reaching out, man, maybe somebody wouldn't mind being the surrogate mother for me and my wife so we can have a child.
I'm thinking surrogate mother.
Dog.
Hold on, brother. You calling me to see if my wife can be a surrogate mother to your child?
Dog, and I know it's crazy.
It's crazy as hell. You damn right. And I think you done lost your mind, brother. Out of all the members in the church, you calling me to get my wife to have your baby?
Dog, I know it sounds crazy, man. I do.
I
know it sounds crazy. But I just
ignorant, brother.
I'm sorry?
You sound ignorant. Man, there's so many places to go adopt a baby. I can take you down to the county courthouse and show you kids need to be adopted right now. But you can go to Africa like all the rest of them people and go find you a baby. You going to call me and my wife? There's 20,000 members in this church. Do you know how stupid you sound, brother?
No, brother. And, man, listen, man, I'm not trying to come across like that, man.
Well, how you trying to come across, brother? You done done it.
Just hear me out, man. I don't want you to...
Man, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man.
Okay. We looking for a surrogate mother. We seen your wife, and we thought she'd be a great surrogate mother. And I know it sounds crazy for me to pick you out of all the people that go to the church. I understand that, man. I do. But listen, we would love for your wife to be the surrogate mother, and we willing to pay for this.
Man, this ain't about...
But listen to me. If you don't mind, we don't want to do this with no test tubes and all that, where they mix my seed with her egg. We want to do this naturally.
Whoa. You got to repeat what you just said, man.
You got to understand, a real man want to do it realistically. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Brother, hold up, brother. Are you telling me that you want to have sex with my wife?
But I mean, you want to have
me lose all my Christianity right now, brother.
You want to have a baby the real way, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn having the fake way. You telling me you want to lay down in a bed with my wife?
But dog, you already got 3 kids. Think about the people that can't have them, man.
Go adopt a baby, man. Take your down there and go adopt a damn baby. Because you didn't go see a damn psychiatrist.
Brother,
what I don't want to have your baby. Do you know what you sound like? Are you crazy?
I know it sounds crazy, man. I do.
How did you get my number, man?
Listen to me.
Did you get my number?
I got your number from one of the brothers at the church. Now listen, I'm gonna just be real with you like a man. I wanted to come at you first and talk to you like a man and see, you know, if you was cool with the proposition. But look, come Sunday, I'm gonna go to your wife and just talk to her.
What?
I'm just gonna talk to your wife and see if
you done lost your mind. I told you the answer. No. Now you tell me you're gonna go around me and what you ain't gonna do is talk to my wife. You call my wife.
You right now. I'm talking to your wife.
You call my wife. Okay? I'm gonna tell you what's really gonna happen.
You
call my wife.
Your wife next Sunday. I'm not gonna sit here and go through this with you back and forth. I'm talking to her next Sunday.
Next Sunday, I'm gonna whoop your.
You ain't finna do nothing to me.
I'm gonna whoop yo.
Me and my wife, we deserve a child too. You ain't gonna stand in the middle of this.
I'm in the middle of this. You lost your mind. You talk to my wife next week if you want to.
I got one more thing I want to say to you, man. Is you listening to me?
Say what the you gotta say so you can get off my phone.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your homeboy.
What? This is who?
Listen.
Man, who is this man?
This nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your homeboy got me to prank phone call you.
Man, I'm over here, man. My head is spinning.
You all right, man?
Got me going, brother. I'm ready to fight, brother.
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, big dog.
What's up, man?
What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Y'all got me this morning, man. Y'all got me, man.
I think I did.
I
think I did.
We agree.
You passed with flying colors. Yeah.
Was I stupid?
Was you stupid?
Was it?
Yeah.
As the old church song goes, he never failed me yet.
come this
Whoa.
far by faith.
Whoa, whoa,
Yes,
whoa.
yes.
Can't turn around. He never failed me yet. That's you,
Thank
Tommy.
you.
When you try to be stupid. You have never failed me yet.
All right. The doors are open. There might be one today. Charlotte, North Carolina, 5 shows.
5.
You want to see Stupid at his best?
See Stupid.
Come on and get your ticket. There's about 50-something tickets left. 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, one Sunday. Pretty much gone, ladies and gentlemen. Stupid is on the way, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Gone. In Spanish, that's adios.
Yeah, Anthony Hamilton, if you're in town, come hang out with your boy.
Come on, Anthony.
Tasia, I'm on my way. Now, Tasia can fry some chicken. Just let that be said. I know Paula Patton can't fry no chicken.
All right,
The
thank you,
chicken
nephew.
go. You can't have
Coming
a
up
woman
next.
with everything.
Strawberry Letter up next. Subject, Thotting Thursday. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Subject, Thotting Thursday. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 48-year-old married woman, and I've been married since I was 22 years old. My husband is 3 years my senior, and he swept me off my feet right after I finished college. I had 3 kids for him, and they are grown. We travel together, and we enjoy life as much as possible. But I wish my husband was a little more involved in the church than he is. We had our wild times, and I even smoked weed a few times after I had my last child. There's nothing left for me in the streets, and I'm a homebody now. I want my husband at home with me, but he's still out in the streets, and I call Thursdays Thotting Thursday because he bar hops with his friends that he's known since high school every Thursday night. I thought we were on the same spiritual journey for the past 3 or 4 years, and I had high hopes that he would stop going to the club, but he has not. He has no problem going to Bible study one night, then drinking and smoking hookah in the club the next night. He doesn't even come home from work on Thursdays. He heads over to happy hour and eats dinner. Then he goes to a ghetto bar and lounge where he stays until it closes. He comes in smelling like sweat and weed mixed with cologne, and he climbs in the bed with me, and I have to fight him off of me until he falls asleep. I told him if he keeps choosing the club over me and his faith, he should stop pretending to be saved. I've begged him to go to counseling at church with me, but he doesn't think he's got a problem. I am so worried that a female thought might tempt him into doing something he's not ready for. I feel like my husband and my marriage might be slipping away. How can I keep my husband out of the streets? Well, I mean, quite frankly, I don't know that you can keep him out of the streets. I mean, he has to want that, and he does want it for 6 nights of the week. I mean, your only issue is Thursday that you talk about. The problem is you want your husband to do like you and be a homebody like you and be at home and go on your same spiritual journey. You want him to do that every day, all day. But don't you think he needs some time to himself as his wife? I mean, he's not the homebody. You are. It's not like, you know, you don't know his every move on Thursday nights because you told us all of it about the hookah and his high school friends, all of that. I mean, I agree. He probably does smell like smoke, weed, and cologne if he's been out all night. So he probably does need to get his butt in the shower before joining you in bed. But really, I think what you need to do is relax and let this man have a little fun one night of the week. You got to stop nagging him. He even goes to Bible study one of those nights. Not a lot of husbands will do that. I think maybe you need to start getting out more and, stop nagging your husband about this. I mean, you didn't say that he treats you badly or anything like this. You just say he goes to the club on Thursday nights. Come on, lady. Come on now. That's not so bad. Steve?
I must say, Shirley, I am completely amazed at your response. Oh, my God. The growth in you as a woman, and I've watched it after 22 years, is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know who this woman was reading this strawberry letter. This certainly is not the Shirley Strawberry. This is my answer. This is my answer. The Shirley Strawberry that I knew 22 years ago would have never responded to this. 22 years, Shirley, 2020.
Well, everybody grows, Steve. It's okay.
But I'm complimenting you on your growth. But you don't want it. Because you uptight because you think it's a criticism, but it's not. But I just don't know the woman that I'm doing the strawberry letter with no more. We may have to change the name of the letter from strawberry.
To what?
You know me.
I don't know, just the damn letter. With her and me. This is an amazing letter because I'm not really sure if this woman understands what the problem is. You're 48 years old. You've been married 26 years to this man. You ain't said y'all had no problems. He's 3 years older than you. He's 51. You 48. Then your concern is I wish my husband was a little more involved in the church than he is. Okay, that's okay. That's fair. We had our wild times. And then here you go with some information we don't need. You said I even smoked weed a few times after I had my last child. Hey, your old ass wait that long start trying weed for. Anyway, that ain't my business, but you made it mine because you put it in the letter. Had nothing left for me in the streets, and I'm a homebody now. And I want my husband home with me. Well, see, here's the problem. You made a change that your husband wasn't quite in line with. Y'all didn't discuss we gonna stop going out in the streets. You decided you had had enough, he didn't. And now you calling Thursdays Thoughtin' Thursday. You got a husband that's 51 years old that bar hops with his friends that he's known since high school every Thursday night. That right there in itself is a little crazy because at 51, you still bar hopping. That's a little odd to me. That's 51. I don't know when bar hopping should stop. I'm thinking it can't extend nowhere. What's the age limit for bar hopping, Tommy?
30-something.
That's your reference.
30-something. Yeah, any references to drinking and stuff like that, I go to Tommy. Junior, you agree?
Yes, about 30-something.
I will give you up to 40.
All right, hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, Thoughting Thursday. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, Thoughting Thursdays.
Well, we got a 48-year-old woman that's been married to her husband since they was 22 years old. He's 51, she's 48. And they have children, and they used to enjoy their little street life. But after her third child, she smoked a little weed, but now she's tired of that. And she's a homebody now, and she wants her husband to be at home with me, but he's still out in the streets. And she calls him Thoughtin' Thursdays because every Thursday, he bar hops with his friends that he's known since high school. Bar hopping at 51 is way late in the game. You long in the tooth. This ain't what you doing. You in the club, got your suit on. They don't even wear suits to clubs no more. He out of line. He out of pocket. Okay, and then she said, I thought we were on the same spiritual journey for the past 3 or 4 years. Well, you thought wrong. You thought he didn't think that. And so now I had high hopes that he would stop going to the club, but he has not. He has no problem going to Bible study one night, then drinking and smoke a hookah in the club the next night. Lady, that's really normal. I don't know where the shock is for you. I can't tell you the people that go to Bible study, choir rehearsal, prayer meeting. Mm-hmm. But sad to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's on and cracking. I can't tell you the people that can't hardly get up to attend service in the morning and get their robe on to get in that choir because of what happened Saturday night. So it ain't just your husband. Please don't stop thinking because you went to Bible study one night, then drinking and smoking a hookah in the club the next night. He don't even come home from work on Thursdays. Nah, here we go. He don't even come home. I ain't even swinging by the house because he don't want to hear your mouth. So he goes straight from, he can't wait till Thursday. Him and his boys, Thursday bigger than Saturday. Man, we gonna go downhill, man. He head over to happy hour, he eat dinner, and then he goes to a ghetto bar and a lounge where he stays until it closes. Now, lady, I don't know. I'm gonna save my answer for the anyway. He comes in smelling like sweating weed mixed with cologne. He climbs in the bed with me, and I have to fight him off until he falls asleep.
Ew.
Because he coming home, he drunk, and he still smoking weed. See, you stopped smoking weed. No, he kept smoking weed and he drank it. So he doing an amphetamine and a barbiturate, and he's coming in the house with that mix. That's like when people drink a tequila and Red Bull, vodka and Red Bull. That's an upper and a downer. Red Bull is an amphetamine, means it amps you up. Red Bull amps you up. The vodka is a depressant, a barbiturate. That's how you know the difference. Barbiturates take you down. Amphetamines, amps, take you up. Now you done mixed the two. Now he come in there and his brain fall asleep. I told him if he keeps choosing the club over me, and his faith, he should stop pretending to be saved. That's not an ultimatum. See, I was waiting on you to say if he keeps choosing the club over me and his faith, I'm leaving. You said, I told him if he keeps choosing the club over me and his faith, he should stop pretending to be saved. He might not be pretending to be saved. Hello? We are all sinners saved by grace. Because you saved don't mean you don't sin.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I don't know who you think finna have this perfect life. He ain't. I begged him to go to counseling at church with me, but he don't think he got a problem. I'm so worried that a female might tempt him into doing something he's not ready for. What did you just say? Wait a minute, hold on, let me back that line up. I'm so worried that a female thought might tempt him into doing something he's not ready for. What you mean he ain't ready for? And where do you get this, I'm worried that a female might tempt him? What you think happening at the club every Thursday? They going down there for temptation. They going to that ghetto club for lust. They going down to that ghetto club to drink, get high. It ain't just dudes at that club, lady. I'm just going to be real with you. So you can stop all this. I'm worried that a female thought might tempt him into doing something he ain't ready for. Lady, I feel like my husband and my marriage might be slipping away. How can I keep my husband out of the streets? You can't. Your husband have to want to come out the streets. But he old, though. He don't even look good down there no more. But I tell you what could sure enough break it up. I'm not saying you ought to do this, but if you popped up down there at the ghetto club,
clear the room.
That'll change everything.
Don't do that. Don't.
Thursdays will never be the same. I don't suggest you do that because he really ain't gonna like you then. At least he try to climb in bed with you when he come in on Thursday. If you go down there, he ain't gonna touch you again. That's for damn sure.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we've got some sports talk from Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Junior in sports talk. What you got, Junior?
Oh, Shirley, let's just go ahead and say a prayer for all the Laker fans. They have been officially eliminated from the playoffs.
You lying.
Oh,
Man,
no.
thank you, Lord. I'm so sick of hearing about the Lakers on Sports Center. Just go on and lose. Get out.
Well, that is. It's
Well,
official
well.
now.
Man, I'm tired of this, man. I love LeBron, man. I love Westbrook, but man, I'm tired of hearing about the damn Lakers. They might get in. They out.
They out. It's official. The Spurs won.
Ain't even in the damn playoffs, man.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's crazy. And also in sports, something we got to talk about. Just about a couple weeks ago, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Well, now he transferred to sports. A tennis player named Michael Koumi from France slapped Rafael and Cra after losing a match. Now, he walked up to the net. As soon as he gets to the net, he reaches across and slaps him dead in the face. And once again, there was nothing that happened. Now, I'm tired of the people that's getting slapped not doing nothing. I think right now, you need to find sports where ain't too many black people in it if you're going to start slapping, because somebody going to react. I'm just letting you know, you might want to slap somebody that's playing soccer or cricket.
No, not soccer, dog.
No.
With something.
Slap them boys with that cricket. They got that little triangle-shaped bat.
Yeah.
Once you dead upside your
Somebody
head.
got
You can't slap me in a tennis match. I got a tennis racket.
Yeah.
That's all I came out there with. I got 3 of them in my bag.
Yeah. And you ain't used now one. Just
But whole side of your face gonna look like a waffle.
Did we ever find out why he slapped him?
Why did he do this?
Because he lost. He just
But
did
you
it 'cause he
lose, you
lost.
lose.
You know, it's just too much of this going on. I'm telling you right now. Can't slap us in freeze tag, jacks. You can't slap us in none of these sports. There's a lot of sports that black people, a lot of sports that black people play. You can't slap us at school. It's just too many things. You're just getting away with it. And people that's getting slapped, just taking it. We have got to stop this. Somebody's gonna fight back. I'm telling you, everybody's not gonna take
shock.
Yeah, they don't know. They
but
don't know
how
they
long
about to
do
get
shock
slapped.
last?
So.
Shock don't last long enough for you to get off the tennis court. It don't last that long. How long
Not
does
at
shock
this
last?
net.
Not this net. It don't. No. We gonna have the next match gonna be delayed. They not starting on time. I can promise you that. If it was started, if it was supposed to start at 4, it's probably gonna be about 7:38 before they get out here. Cause we gonna be in the stands. We gonna be everywhere on this court. Cause we just not walking away no more. People just
I
get
can't
slapped
believe
everywhere.
this.
Yeah, can't slap us in basketball now. Okay, you can't do that.
Violence. All right. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, what simple struggle did you go through as a kid that your child will never have to go through? Think about that, and we'll talk about it when we come back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Question for you guys. What simple struggle, just a struggle that you went through as a kid that your child will never have to go through?
All of them.
Do you wish they did? Huh?
All of them. Their childhood, they wasn't close to mine. Nothing like it.
Yeah. Okay. For instance, there was a post on Facebook that said there was a picture of an old school tape deck, with the tape all unwound. It was messed up and everything. And the caption was, "My kids will never know this struggle." Trying to put the tape back together.
Get a pencil and get this unwind it and
Number
and
2
turn it.
pencil, right side.
All of that.
Yeah.
Clockwise. Let's go.
So that's why we asked the question: what struggle did you go through as a kid? That your kids now don't have to go through.
They don't know nothing about coming in when the street lights is on. They don't know nothing about taking the damn garbage out. They don't know nothing about no
Cutting the
Saturday
yard.
morning chairs. They don't know nothing about no damn go out there and sweep out the damn garage. They don't know nothing about that go out there and change your oil with your daddy. They don't know none of that, man. They're going out there. Get up under that car and change your oil with your daddy. Man, please. A teenager doing everything, man.
Or just something as simple as walk over and change the channel on the TV. Ain't no remote. Ain't no remote.
You're the remote. We were the remote.
Adjust the antenna.
How about this right here? I'm in here.
In the bathroom? Oh, yeah. One bathroom.
Yeah.
One bathroom.
They'll never know what that is.
We didn't have
peeing in coffee cans and, man.
Wait, what?
We
Peeing
couldn't
in
eat over our
coffee cans.
friend's house. We couldn't
Excuse
eat
me.
over our friend's house. None of that.
Shirley, did you hear what he said? Let's back up. What'd you say?
What did he say?
Peeing in a coffee can.
Well, you got me on this one, though.
Yeah, we don't know that struggle.
We don't know that struggle, though.
What?
Why?
There's 13 of us in one bathroom. We all can't get in here.
Oh.
Is it the same can every time?
You got to rinse the can out.
Yeah,
Rinse?
let's not.
What?
Let's not.
How about the bathroom? The bathroom ain't in the house. How about that one?
We ain't with you on that one. We ain't there.
Yeah, we had.
I got to go outside down the steps. Man, I had to get a flashlight to go to the bathroom when it was dark. Man, please. My kids never know none of this. Man, my kids got their own room with their own bathroom in it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And their own TV.
What?
Their own TV, their own phone, all of that.
We had one 13-inch color TV, and I can assure you it did not belong to me.
So you couldn't watch what you wanted as a family.
Only time I could watch what I wanted to watch was when my mom and daddy went shopping on Saturday mornings, and me and my nephew was in front of that TV. It was cartoon heaven.
Cartoons, yeah.
Yep. What was your favorite cartoon, Steve?
I say, son.
Foghorn Leghorn, Bugs Bunny.
Well, that was my dude right there. That damn rooster, man, was everything to me. That dumbass dog, man, that kept getting jerked on that chain, that was my dude right there. That damn rooster, man. I'll say, shut up, son. And he loved that little chick that had that little genius ass boy, Miss Percy. Oh, Miss Percy.
And that was every Saturday for you?
Every Saturday, man, unless they made me go shopping, which I like too, but go ahead, Shirley.
Did you have to clean up on Saturdays?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, everybody had to clean up on Saturdays.
Sweep down the steps, mop the floor, and sweep down the driveway, and sweep out the garage. Man, Saturday was busy. I ain't get through to about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Exhausted. Too tired to go play.
Then I had to be there when they came with the groceries, because we got to take the groceries all the way upstairs, because my mama didn't carry a bag ever. Your mama don't carry bags. Your mama pick and point. Get your ass out here.
Pick and point. I love it. I love it.
Everything sounds so mean, don't it?
I know. All right. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 20 minutes right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Former President Barack Obama was back at the White House on Tuesday to celebrate the Affordable Care Act. The former president noted that the health care plan, referred to as Obamacare by opponents, is pretty darn popular 12 years after it was passed into law. Take a listen to former President Barack Obama either jokingly or mistakenly calling President Biden, you'll see.
Vice President Biden, Vice President... That was a joke. That was all set up.
You called him vice president?
Was it? Was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Not Mr. President.
But you know what, though, about the Obamacare, you know, Republicans stopped talking about repealing and replacing Obamacare because it was just too good.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get their constituents to go along with it. And you're right, Shirley. They had nothing to replace it. You better tell the truth, Shirley Strawberry.
And here we are 12 years later.
Still got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, care if you're
Absolutely.
Republican or Democrat, you got insurance.
Right.
You ain't never had it.
The Affordable Care Act remains President Obama's most notable U.S. achievement during his presidency. So there you go. And President Biden just wanted to acknowledge that. All right, coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time now for Would You Rather. Would you rather be stuck on an island for eternity all on your own, or would you rather be stuck on an island for eternity with someone you hate?
Yeah, give me B. I'm gonna go with B because me and him gonna have to work through some things so we can survive this thing. Yeah.
That's somebody to talk to.
I hope it's a me and her.
Yeah.
We can really work it out.
Yeah.
B for me.
Yeah, B.
I'm gonna drive myself crazy by my damn self.
No, I got to have B.
I'm on an island now.
Tommy, with all those people in your head.
Man, please, I got to do B. I got to have somebody I can talk to. Even if we don't like each other, I got to have somebody.
All right. Taking it back to your school days, would you rather be prom king or valedictorian?
Oh, prom king.
Prom king.
Oh, without a doubt.
Popular.
Anywhere in hell, I'm finna be valedictorian. That would have ruined my whole high school experience. All this damn studying. All that studying and stuff, man. But you know what stuff I'd have missed? Trying to get this A on this test? I don't give a damn about no A on no test, man. I got to get out here, learn these social skills. A. All A's?
Yeah.
Do you know what that would have took out of me?
Yeah.
Man, in order for me to get all A's in high school, I'd have had to sell my bike. I'd have had to withdraw from all extracurricular activities. I'd have to stop playing sports.
Right.
I'd have to,
What else? What? Just
I'd have to give up. I couldn't have no girlfriend.
Girls, I knew.
I didn't have a whole lot of success then, but most of my time with women was spent trying.
Yeah.
The success ratio
that's what
wasn't
made high
high
school
at
fun.
all. But the effort I had to put in just to talk to one.
Junior, what about
Don't get
you?
me started on
prom
prom
king.
king.
Yeah.
Prom
Everybody
king.
finna be valedictorian.
It's prom season right now.
Yeah.
That's a touchy subject. I was a runner-up on prom. I didn't win.
Oh, you lost?
I couldn't get black.
Oh,
I
man,
couldn't get
go
black
somewhere,
folk to
man.
vote back then.
You lost, Tommy.
I lost. They wasn't voting.
Yeah, but you went to school. But see, Tommy, you was after me. You was a school white kid.
Yeah, but I couldn't get the black kids to vote. That was my problem.
So you
Look how
lost,
things have
prom
changed.
king.
We're voting now. We're voting now.
Yes, we are.
Voting now. All right. All right. Well, thank you, guys. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after, it's the last break of the day, and we'll have some closing remarks for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, guys. Our last break of the day on this Thursday. Wow, what a Thursday it has been. A great Thursday. I learned how to fry chicken. That's what I learned today.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
not
No,
fried
not that way. You didn't learn that.
Well,
Shout
she
out
need to start somewhere. Y'all leave her alone.
Thank you. Hey, we do want to remind people, Steve, that tomorrow our special guest will be the beautiful, the talented Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton will be our special guest.
Tony.
Yep. She's coming on to talk about her brand new movie on a Lifetime called Fallen Angels Murder Club. So stay tuned for that. Look out for it.
Cool.
All right.
Girl, Tony.
On
So
you,
what you
Steve.
got, Steve?
Ooh, Tony's sexy.
Yeah, she's
I'm
beautiful.
sorry.
You know, I wanted to finish up. Yesterday I was talking about fatherhood. And I'm talking to men, and I'm not talking down to men, because I haven't always been the father that I am today. I haven't always been the man I am today. So please understand. I understand it's a process. I don't know. I was listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes online the other day. I don't know a father that can get it 100. He said it's almost impossible for a father to get it 100, because especially if you are the main breadwinner of the house, if you out there trying to make the bread, then you're not there. And not being there causes so many problems for the wife, for the child, for the mother, for whoever the situation is. Now, if you're there all the time, then you don't have the role of breadwinner. And that creates another problem. Look, you can be married to a woman that makes more money than you. There's no shame in that. That's honor. That's okay. We're not talking about that. But if that bugs you, we have a problem. If that bugs her, we have a problem. But if you're a man at the house and you're not doing anything to contribute to the overall well-being of that family, we have a problem. It's hard to be a man. And this is not in comparison to being a woman, because I have no data on that. I have no expertise in it at all. As a matter of fact, I have no idea how they do it. Giving birth, making every human being that's on this earth, raising them, taking care of them, standing by their man, being a mama, being a wife. I have no idea. But I do know what it is to be a man. I know everything about manhood. I'm 65 years old. You can't sit me down and teach me a lesson about manhood. No, you can't. I'm an expert at this. I've been through every up and down you can be. I'm a 65-year-old black man. I was raised in segregation. What you finna tell me? I understand difficulties, hardship, hard times. But fellas, it is our job. Once we become a parent, once we father a child, we have a responsibility that comes with that. And it's major. And God does not release us from that responsibility. I'm telling you, he don't. There is no way you can ignore your responsibility with a child and expect to find joy, peace of mind, happiness, and success off somewhere else. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, that's not my rule. I didn't make that one up. That's not my rule. That is the way it is. I am imploring fathers. I am begging fathers. I really am, man. I am begging fathers to get active in your child's life. Being present for your son is imperative. Being present for your daughter is imperative. So many adult women are suffering hurt today because they never had a snapshot or view of what a man's love really looks like, and they've been stumbling through their life trying to get it right because they never saw somebody treat their mother the right way. It is imperative that you get in them daughters' lives, that you show them that a man's love has nothing to do with physicality, that a man's love is honor, respect, taking care of, protection, listening, solving problems. That's what manhood is. It is imperative, Father, that you get in these boys' lives, because your boy is going to be one of two types of men. He going to grow up and be a good man, or he going to grow up and be a bad man. Whatever the example is in front of him, most of the time, is the pattern of behavior that he will duplicate. It works just like that, man. And fellas, it ain't about how much money you got. Now, I know there are some women who are making it about that, and I'm asking you women to listen to me. You got to stop that, because your man is behind on child support, or your man ain't up to date with child support, and you denying him access to his children until he catch up on them payments. You messing it up for your child. You're messing it up for your child. Your child don't need a payment. Your child needs that father figure. Your child needs the ability to say, I'm going to call my daddy. Your child needs the ability to say, I'm going to tell my daddy. I'm going to go get my daddy. That's what your child needs. Now, you may not need that from him as a man, but your child will forever need that. Don't take that from him. And fellas, I don't care where you sitting with your money. I don't care where you sitting with your job position or whatever. Get on that phone and get a relationship with your child. It is your duty. It is your honor. And it is a privilege. But above all else, God ain't letting you go. You got to get it right, fellas. I'm sorry. He ain't going to let you prosper on the other side of town if you ain't doing your business on the right side of town. Those are my closing remarks. Hey, listen, everybody. Talk to God today. He would love to hear from you.